what's good? This is Neg2 YuGiOh, aka Josh, here with the round 4, final round feature match for Chimera Fiendsmith, playing against my good mate Druve. His channel Dragon Blast 3000 will be linked. Really sort of helped me out with how to do stuff like thumbnails and sort of making things look nice. Win the dice roll, start with Tract into Lurry, into Requiem, into Engraver. Very standard stuff. Concede, sort of flicking through the hand. There is a Dark Fusion in there. There is a Master Tau, a normal summon Veiler. Consequences of not playing Necroquip. That's something that was changed for the event the day after. Going for the sequence here, chucking back the Lari and the Requiem. Get to make a fusion summon. Considering the Lacrima, commit to Lacrima, bring back Engraver, overlay them both. Beatrice, this card really needs to be banned, ASAP. Dumping the Mirror Saw Knight, then going for Dark Fusion. Sort of lucky that sort of had the Tau, had the Dark Fusion. I'm able to make the Magnum here, using Tau to bring back the Mirror Saw Knight. Haven't used its onboard effects, go into Big Wing. I'm now locked into fusions from the extra. Druve trying to steal my char time. Using the Magnum, throwing back the Dark Fusion, draw a card. Pick up a Talents, not going to come up in this matchup as it is Lightsworn Runick. So going first as no hand traps. Bit of a dead card here. Beast plus Fiend. Chimera Fusion into the King. Do the little 1, 2, 3. So I get to add an illusion, reborn illusion, and also end phase rip a card. Adding the Codal. So thinking about what I want to bring back. Bring back the Sword Knight. Using the Codal, so now I have that targeting protection online as well. Really nice in this matchup. Grabbing out another Sword Knight for next turn. Chimera Fusion to add itself back. Also thinking if there's anything else worth doing. At this point I am fusion locked from the extra though, so just send the Chimera Fusion. Ripping one. Hit the last one there. Hit a Vice? I'm not really sure how to pronounce that. It is a Light Fiend, very scary. That card just represents Fiendsmith combo in the same way that the Evil Hero package does in this deck. Draw phase Sword Knight into Big Wing, getting more guys. Go for Beatrice also in draw phase to put the Diabels into the grave. I'll also get the Lacrima burn here. And then I think we just go standby main at this point. You can see a couple purple cards in the hand. He goes end main, flip the Chimera Fusion. Really don't want to get even lead. I was sort of debating if it was bait or not. I thought regardless of if it is or is not, it's just not worth it to mess around with that. Summon out the Berthamet dumps Sinister Necrom, so I have that for the follow-up turn, and also reborn the Diabels, and there's enough. He had, I think it was 2 evenly, and no real access to the Lightsworn engine. So I'm going to skip over siding, and I'll see you in Game 2. So going into Game 2, sided out the Diabels and the Coldby for 2 Cosmic. Goes regain, goes tip. I thought, okay, if I ash the tip, puts him on 3 in hand. If he wants to go Fountain, he's going to go down to a single card in hand. It's probably a trade worth making, and he does end up doing that. Unfortunately, drew the punishment. It's a bit awkward. Goes for Fountain. So I'm wondering, okay, what's the last card in hand? It is a normal summon Dragonling for SP. Banish the punishment. Get a draw off the regained. And pass. So I'm staring at the 2 Cosmics that I sided in. So just draw phase, drop them both. Immediately out sort of any potential threat through the Fountain. If it got to draw 3, that would be very scary. Normal Gazelle, get Chimera Fusion. So now at any point, if he wants to SP, I can just immediately chain the Chimera Fusion, go for the Engraver here. It's been a situation where I should just be able to out the board fairly easily. Tracked into Lurry, so to go through the Fiendsmith line. Now I'm able to beat over the SP as well, which is what I end up doing. Go battle phase, clear the SP, deal a bit of damage with the Gazelle, and go main phase 2. Get far enough up here that is something I can do. Chimera the King, so I'll be able to rip that last card out of the hand. So get the Illusion Search. I don't have an Illusion in my grave at this point, so I don't get the Big Wing Reborn, unfortunately. Adding back the Chimera Fusion, Codal into Sword Knight. I've already used my normal summon, so I won't be able to go for that here. Going into a sequence. 2 Light Fiends, Requiem and Lurry. Making the Lacrima to bring back Engraver. So thinking, you have Beatrice, you have Wave High, there's a lot of different options. End up deciding on the Wave High. Fusing away into the Baphomet, so then I'm going to have the Sword Knight and the Codal live as well. Plus Baphomet will get a send here. So thinking can go for Tau to bring back the Sword Knights, then I can also potentially represent a Guardian Chimera on Drew's turn. Haven't used the Big Wing effect on board, so I'm able to get the search here as well, which is nice. Last card was a Runick spell, so thank goodness for that. Would have been something to get him back into the game. Just goes sets 1 and passes. Bringing back the Tau. I want to go into Guardian Chimera, but there's only 1 card I can pop, so I can't actually go for that in the way that I want to. Just make another Baphomet. Get my triggers here. Bring back the Sword Knight. Dumping Sinister Necrom and searching Nightmare Apprentice, so I have all that live for the next turn. And we go for turn. Not sure what it was I drew there. Pick up the Chimera Fusion from grave. Sword Knight effect. Dig into a Gazelle, get another search. Just completely refilling my hand here. Absolutely crazy. Looks like I might have picked up an Ash Blossom there, maybe. Just not working out what the best way to deal. Yeah, it was an Ash. Best way to deal with this back row is commit 2 in hand and 1 on board into a Guardian Chimera. Does end up being a Runick spell. He can't use the summon because I can Wave High, and he can't use the target because I can Kotal. And that is the end of the game. 4-0 with Chimera Fiendsmith. Love this deck. Really cool. Keen to play it more. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time.